Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside Mike Madano Arena here in Westland, Michigan, as your Caesars team about to get ready for the start of this one, a third round robin game here from the Fall Color Tournament based out of the Ann Arbor area. As we're here in Westland this afternoon and into the early evening, warm-ups underway here as we'll take a break, get things ready to go, as we'll be set for the start of this one in just about 3 minutes. Ready now for the start of this one. Caesars taken to the ice in their home white jerseys, moving left to right. They will occupy the home bench here. And it will be the Chicago Blues coming in for this one. They will be moving right to left in the black uniforms. Third round action here, third round robin game for both of these teams. Caesars comes in 2-0 on the tournament, and the Chicago Blues come in 1-1. Both teams about ready to get this one set here with the opening faceoff. As it's going to be Everett Dawson to take it for Caesars. Wins it over near side for Johnson, but turnover in early chance here for the Blues. In alone, in shot, saved by Buds, and Dorchin comes away with it far side. Early pressure here from the Blues. They know they need a win here in order to keep themselves alive. As puck now along the far side boards, it's Dorchin. Dorchin in, chance in front, Graham Johnson shot and covered, and a whistle as the goaltender up to the task there for the Blues. 2 early chances here in this one, as it's Colton Wells between the pipes for the Blues and Evan Buds between the pipes for Caesars. 12:39 to go here, first period, no score. Early chances both ways for these two teams. Now it's Everett Dawson to take the faceoff in towards the slot, rolling puck. Graham Johnson trying to dig for it there, but can't get there. Comes back out to Dawson at the point. Dawson has it off his stick. Caesar will have to get back on side. They send it over to Calicut. Calicut into the offensive zone. Taken off his stick, and the Blues will move it over near side. Now, puck sent down the ice. Calicut gives chase there. He's back in his own zone. He'll go around far side and send the puck up. It's held, though, at the point, though, by the Blues. Now turnover here. Here's Dawson. Dawson and Parker moving in. 2-on-0 to Parker alone, and they call that for an offside call. Parker appeared onside to this particular broadcaster, but we'll go and check that tape later. Tough call on that one on the offside. 12:07 to go here in the first period. Puck dropped. It comes over to Fortin. Fortin trying to get it back to Gunn. Gunn trying to drive towards the net, but the Blues will send him back the other way. Schreiner picks it up, heads over towards his bench, banks it forward for Broadbeck. Broadbeck into the offensive zone across the blue line. He's pushed indoors the slot. Now gets over to Fortin near side. Fortin and Broadbeck working. Gunn trying to move towards the center of the net, towards the net there, center ice. Puck, though, now comes behind off the end boards, and Gunn tries to hold it there. He can't, and the puck comes out to Schreiner at the point. Schreiner sends it over near side. Dittner diving for it there. Chicago fans wanted a trip call. They won't get it. Dittner along the near side boards, though, trying to dig it out. He'll move it forward now back into the offensive zone for the Blues. Heavy fighting and pressure here along the near side boards. Gunn trying to dig it out and pokes it back out to neutral ice. The Blues moving along the near side boards. Gunn and Fortin. Heavy pressure here as puck comes out to Dittner. Dittner tries to get it across and does to Schreiner. Schreiner now moving forward into the offensive zone. Gets it to Gunn. Gunn tries to get a shot off and can't. Blues knock it over to the near side boards. Gunn has it there. He'll backhand it, and Caesars will go for a line change. 10:52 to go here, first period. Puck now around to the far side boards. Blues try a long pass there. Sublin intercepts it. He's tied up with Lucia on his own team, and puck will be sent into the offensive zone. Blues have it there, but heavy forecheck from Lucia. Malik picks it up along the near side boards, but the Blues get out to Giannetti. Giannetti moving into the offensive zone for Chicago. He's turned back the other way, though. Here's one into the slot, poked away, now onto the stick again. Another save by Buds. He'll try and get it, but it comes loose and over the near side boards. A push there on Lucia. Puck now out to the point for the Blues. They'll send it over far side point, and Del Monte will pick it up there. Del Monte pressuring forward down the far side boards, but he'll lose an edge. Malik now trying to get it on his stick, driving towards the net. But the puck will be taken away and go down the far side board. Sublin holds it there, down to one knee to hold it in again. And the puck trickles out to neutral ice. Dawson has it there, backhanding it forward, but knocked aside, and the Blues will have it neutral ice. Now tied up there, Dawson into the play for Caesars. He'll send it back for Sublin. Sublin over for Dawson off the near side boards. He can't control it. Now Bolin in to help as well. Now here comes Giannetti. Caesars on a line change here. Giannetti into the offensive zone, but taken away from him. And here's Graham Johnson. Johnson now for Parker. Parker trying to make a move. Defended there, and the puck comes over to the Blues near side. Giannetti in. Lets a shot go. That one well wide over to the far side boards. Rebound chance there for the Blues. They let one go. High and up and over to the end boards. Puck now back around the boards. Now far side for Sublin. Sublin digging for it there, looking for Graham Johnson. He's wiped out of that play. Sublin will pick it up there, though. Can't get it out to neutral ice, though. Now it's going to be Bolin back to get it behind his own net. He'll send it around far side to Graham Johnson. Johnson for Sublin. That knocked forward, though, and the Blues take it away. Blues coming in with a chance. Long shot and a glove saved by Buds. 8:54 to go here, first period. No score. And if you're able to watch along with us, let us know if we're coming through out there from Westland, not a rink we've been at recently here for Caesars or Buds Broadcasting. As now it's going to be a face-off in the defensive zone for Caesars. Blues making a change here. It's Garrett Gunn. He's going to take the face-off for Caesars. Puck won back by the Blues to the point. Wind up for a long shot, rolling in, deflected by Calicut, and the puck comes over to the near side corner. Calicut and Gunn battling for it there, but it comes to the circle. Dorchin defending there, in on Buds. He'll stick it over to the far side corner. Now Calicut trying to send a pass forward, but turned over again. The Blues moving it forward once again, but J.J. Dorchin turns it back the other way. Dorchin now behind his own net. Breaks near side, then far. Turnover here. Chance into the slot for the Blues. Shot in. Rebound chance. And Calicut clears it over near side boards. Now forward to Fortin. Fortin looking for Broadbeck. Broadbeck with some room to work here now into the offensive zone. Broadbeck comes near side circle. Not just off the end of his stick and into the corner. Puck now over in the near side corner. Caesars trying to dig it and hold it in the zone there. Gunn and Broadbeck working together. Puck around to the end boards. It'll be to J.J. Dorchin. He'll get there to hold it in the zone. Nice job there by J.J. to hold it there and get it to Broadbeck. Broadbeck digging there along with Gunn and Dorchin. Puck will come loose along the far side boards. Here's Broadbeck. He'll circle around behind the net, tries a wraparound in front, and saved by the goaltender. Puck still loose. Whistle. And a scrum a little bit after this one as Fortin was trying to dig that one out before the whistle had blown. The Blues defenders didn't like that much, but with 7:38 to go here first period, we remain scoreless. See the Hoctors joining us from Florida. Glad that they are along for another broadcast. Really liked that message on Facebook. As appreciated them with the Boating Buds broadcast. Puck now over into the Chicago zone here off the faceoff. It's behind the Chicago net. Blues will bank it over near side, looking for Giannetti. Now pass out to neutral ice. It's Del Monte pressing forward there for Caesars. Puck comes on the stick of Dorchin, though. Dorchin now banks it off the far side boards, and that'll go down the ice. Go for icing if it gets there, and it's going to stop there. No icing. 7:11 to go here first period. Puck now over to the far side boards. Chance over to the Blues near side. Schreiner defending there. Giannetti now moves it forward into the offensive zone, but it's off his stick. Malik has it there. Malik and Graham Johnson now working forward. Johnson, loses an edge as he gets into the offensive zone. Caesars now on a line change. Johnson, though, still pressuring here along with Dorchin in the offensive zone. They'll have to circle back, though, to neutral ice. Dorchin, though, turns it right back the other way into the slot. He'll pass off for Johnson. Johnson now back to Dorchin. Dorchin lets a shot go. Makes it way through, but deflected. And the Blues will send that down the ice. That one will go for icing the other way. And with 6:30 to go here in the first period, it'll be an offensive zone faceoff for Caesars. Again, glad you're all watching along here, as we'll have another game to bring you tomorrow. More details on that one as we get them here later in this broadcast for you. 6:30 to go, first period. No score from Westland. Everett Dawson to take this faceoff for Caesars. Puck out to Dittner. Dittner lets a shot go in on the goaltender. Rebound chance up, chipped in and scored! Josh Parker with the goal for Caesars to give a 1-0 lead. Shot from the point, rebound chance in front, and Parker knocked it home. Caesars leads this one 1-0. Now ready for the face-off. Gunn has the puck on his stick. Now over to Fortin. Fortin going to skate it far side. Knock it forward for Gunn on the backhand. Now forward to Broadbeck. Broadbeck now into the slot. Now far side circle. Lets a shot go. He is taken out of that play. Glove saved by the Chicago goaltender. And we'll have a break with 6:10 to go here in the period. Now set for this face-off. Garrett Gunn will win it over to Fortin. Fortin banks off the near side board, sends it around off the end boards. Now Broadbeck out to the point for Sublin. Sublin, long shot. That one missed. Falls into the near side corner, now along the near side boards. Gunn battling there. Bolin holds it in as well. Broadbeck now moving forward for Caesars. That one up and off the netting. Should have been a whistle, but the puck will come down now to Bolin. Bowling over to Sublin. Pressure here from the Blues. Sublin, though, trying to clear it out of the zone. He can't. Gunn now in to help as well. They get it across the blue line, but the officials don't see that. Sublin now picks it back up in the defensive zone. Now it's over to Sublin. Sublin looking for a pass for Ford, and that's intercepted. Now we have a whistle, as that's going to be now an offside call. Unusual set of play there. I'm not quite sure on that call, but with 5:26 to go here, first period, that'll negate a potential chance for the Blues. And, oh, I see. We have a penalty behind the play there. A high sticking call on this one. That's going to send Caesars to the power play with a 1-0 lead. Didn't see that penalty hand come up. So it'll be an offensive zone faceoff for Caesars with 1:30 of power play time going up on the clock. Lucia wins it over to Malik. Malik out to the point for Schreiner. He's on the backhand. It's pushed away from him, though, and the Blues a chance to go 2-on-1 here. Dittner back. Blues in, shorthanded, shot in off the mask of Buds. Now Dittner picks it up and goes the other way. Chance to Caesars to go the other way. Dittner with a long pass forward. That's going to miss, and that will go for an icing call. With 5:08 to go first period, that'll be an icing with 1:12 remaining on the power play for Caesars. We'll take a quick break. Off the faceoff now, puck out to the point. Chance here into the slot, in, shot, up, and just wide. Chance there for the Blues, shorthanded. Puck comes around near side. It's going to come from Malik. Cleared, though, out to neutral ice. Witt back to get it there for the Blues. Malik forechecking there, and the Blues will move it by down the near side boards. Lucia back there, though, defending. He'll take it, skate behind his own net. 45 seconds remaining on the power play for Chicago. Puck now out to the point. Witt has it there and sends it back in. Schreiner will send it back down the ice, and that's going to go for an icing call. 4:32 to go here in the first period. Caesars leading this one 1-0, and it'll be a power play offensive zone faceoff for the Blues. Johnson, Parker, Dawson, Calicut, and Dorchin out there for Caesars. As power play chance here for Caesars. Might have said that wrong just a minute ago. It's a power play for Caesars. Puck now off the end boards. Chance to get it in front. It's up against Bud's skate, and he puts the stick down on that one. They're still trying to push on it. Bud's trying to hold it there and pushing and shoving after the play. Whoa! And we're going to get some punches thrown. And this one going to be trouble here as the officials are going to separate everyone here. And puck now along, going to be a face-off over here. And both players going to go to the box. It's Giannetti for Chicago and Everett Dawson for Caesars. As off camera, maybe you could see it or not, can't tell. Assistant coach Andrea Dawson with some words of wisdom for Everett there as he made his way to the penalty box. 4:20 to go here, first period. Caesars will remain on a 25-second power play, and they are holding on to a 1-0 lead. It'll be a defensive zone faceoff for Caesars. As we want to give a shout-out to another Karen. Karen Buds watching along here. Hi, Mom. Glad you're joining us here for this one. Puck now over near side to Fortin. Fortin with some room to work here. He'll try and get a shot off. He'll send it towards the net, and a tropper draft on that one by the Blues goaltender. 4:05 to go here, first period. And Caesars with 10 seconds remaining of power play time. Also see Mr. Del Monte joining us as well with the Let's Go Caesars. As we saw him on the bench earlier today, Fortin now with a chance. Lofts that one, and it's high of the net. Broadback giving chase, as is Gunn. Now Broadback with it along the end boards. He's taken down. Wow, Gunn just taken down with some heavy hands. Now a slash as well. See what the Chicago fans looking for penalties had to say about that, as now the puck comes over behind the Chicago net. They'll send it around the boards, near side, held there by Bolin. Bolin sends it around the boards. It's along the end boards now. Broadback and Gunn fighting for it there. Gunn has it. They're draped all over him. He tries to get it to Fortin at the circle. Knocked free, though. 3:27 to go here, first period, and Chicago trying to clear the zone back at full strength here now. As now puck comes over near side for Broadbeck. Broadbeck into the offensive zone. Now sends it towards the slot. No one home there, but Broadbeck right back in on it again. Gunn overskated. Now Fortin with a chance. Puck still loose. Backhand. Oh, and a save by the Chicago goaltender. Broadbeck now circles behind the net. He's tied up there. Tried to send over near side for Gunn, but it comes up to the point for Bolin. Bolin tries to hold it there along the near side boards. Gets just enough. But then it comes clear, and it'll come forward for Chicago. Chicago pressuring Fortin there, but the puck comes loose. And now down the ice the other way, it's Del Monte giving chase in the offensive zone. Chicago clears the zone. Comes over for Sublin. Sublin tries a pass, but that's intercepted. He'll get it over for Schreiner. Schreiner for Del Monte. Intercepted, though, and the Blues come the other way. Poked away. Nice job there by Lucia. Lucia forward for Malik. Malik across the blue line. Oh, and he'll lose the puck. It'll come over near side boards. Now the Blues have it behind their own net. Send it around far side. Schreiner with a long shot that missed. Comes into the near side corner, bounces out long, and the Blues will pick it up there. They'll skate deeper into their own zone. Lucia forward checking there. He'll take it away. Lucia now trying to backhand it towards the slot, looking for Del Monte. Del Monte backhand up to the point for Dittner. Dittner now to Lucia. Lucia kicks it towards the slot. Knocked away there with 2 minutes to go in the period. Puck comes back, loose for Schreiner. Schreiner now sends it over near side for Dittner. Dittner has it taken off his stick, though. Chance here for the Blues. Blues into the slot. Long shot saved by Buds, and he'll cover that one. 1:44 to go here, first period. And Caesars remains with a 1-0 lead. We'll take a quick break. Oh, ESPN Recruiter always good for an inside joke due to his 15-year-old failed lawn equipment that he might have acquired from Bud's Broadcasting in a favorable transaction term some time ago. But if anybody out there is selling any lawn equipment, ESPN Recruiter's your guy, looking for a riding mower. So 1:36 to go here, first period. Caesars with a 1-0 lead, and it'll be a defensive zone face-off for Caesars. Dawson wins it over, far side for Johnson. Johnson trying to clear the zone. Now Dawson in there as well. Dorchin with a stick lift. He'll circle and go to the far side boards. Now leaves it behind for Calicut. Calicut over near side for Dawson. Dawson up and out of the defensive zone. Looking to move it forward to Parker. Parker backhands one into the Chicago zone. Trickles towards the net, but Chicago picks it up there. They'll send a long pass down, and that'll go for an icing call. 1:06 to go here, first period. And that'll give Caesars an offensive zone face-off. Caesars looking to put on some offensive pressure here from this face-off. Gunn, Broadbeck, and Fortin. Bolin and Sublin out there for Caesars. Puck dropped, and the Blues will control it there, but Broadbeck steps right in to take it away. Broadbeck now turns forehand behind the net, skates towards the far side. He's getting worked over by a Blue defender there, trying to get it towards the front of the net, but can't. Puck comes over to the near side corner where Fortin battles for it. Bolin trying to pinch it in there as well. Gunn helping out also. Puck now around the boards, far side for Broadbeck. Broadbeck backhands it along the end boards, looking for Fortin. That one knocked aside. Now comes back to Fortin again. He's working to get it in front, looking for Gunn. Puck is loose into the slot, and now it'll be held in there by Sublin. Sublin with some speed from his defensive position. He'll walk in. Center in, chance, front shots. Oh, my goodness, thought that was in. Gunn had it there. No. Off the end boards. Now chance in front, trickling towards the net. Puck still loose. Gunn battling for it here. 17 seconds to go in the period. And that one covered. 14.56 seconds to go here in the first period. Teams will take a line change here. At least Caesars will. And we'll get set for an offensive zone faceoff in the closing stages of this first period. Lucia to take this faceoff. Puck dropped and wins it over for Del Monte. Del Monte to Schreiner. Schreiner to Dittner. Lets a shot go. Rolling puck. And the puck will settle into the near side corner. 7 seconds to go. Lucia battling for it there. 3 seconds now in the period. Backhand chance in front. Del Monte winds up for a shot. That was saved. And that will send us to the second period. Caesars leading this one 1-0. We'll take a break and get set for the start of the second period. Set now here for the start of the second period. Caesar's going to move right to left in the white jerseys. Chicago left to right here. 13 minutes up on the clock. And we are set to get this one underway for the second period. Puck drop. Lucia able to win it back, but the Blues will step on that one right away. And coming forward, though, Schreiner defensively to take it away. Schreiner tried over for Kai Malik. He lost an edge. Was able to knock it out to neutral ice, and that'll go for an offside call. Just kind of a broken play, and that one with everyone falling down there, with Kai Malik losing an edge. And that'll bring us a neutral zone faceoff in front of the Blues bench. 12:48 to go here, second period. Long delay here on getting this faceoff set, but puck comes back to Dittner off the faceoff. Del Monte gives chase along the near side boards. He'll poke it forward and give chase. Puck deep in the Chicago zone now. Del Monte circles around the net in front. Chance for a wraparound. That knocked aside, and the puck will go down the ice for an icing call. 12:29 to go here, second period. And that'll bring an offensive zone faceoff for Caesars with the 1-0 lead here with 12:29 to go, second period. Oh, the invitation for a new stream here. The people want dinner review bites with buds. No dinner review. We were hoping for a return for a 3-hour dinner tonight. As chance in front, poked forward, and Dawson couldn't get to that one. Graham Johnson now with it along the near side board. Sublin into the play as well. Now Dawson also. Puck will come loose now along the near side boards, back out to neutral ice. Dawson has it on his stick, sends it over. Comes now over to Sublin near side. Sublin with a push to move forward with the puck. He's into the offensive zone, lets a shot go. That one knocked off the defender's stick, and puck comes over near side boards. Battle for it there. Dawson in along with Graham Johnson. They try and get to Sublin at the point. He holds it there. Nice job. Now trying to get it back to Johnson. Can't. Dawson into that play as well. Puck comes loose. Sublin trying to golf it forward. He can't, and the Blues come away with it. Little push there behind that one. Now one-on-one here. Bolin loses an edge. In alone. Buds with the save and sends it over to the end boards. Nice job there to come out on that one. 11:30 to go here, second period. And it's Dawson now with the puck. He'll circle behind his own net. Now sends it over far side for Parker. Parker can't clear it out, though. Comes to Dawson. 11:15 to go here. Second period. Parker will try to send that down the ice. Can't clear the zone. Sent back in by the Blues. Comes over near side. Comes to Graham Johnson. Johnson gets enough to get that out to neutral ice. As the Blues come back near side, trying to get past Bolin. Maurice working there. Sublin knocks it away, though, and the Blues, though, pick it right back up. Chance into the slot. Bud's getting over for that one. They don't get the shot through on that, and Parker will carry the freight out to neutral ice. And that should be an offside call and shot in. Bud sticks it over to the near side corner. 10:42 to go here, second period. Caesars leading this one 1-0. Puck comes out to neutral ice. Piniak has it over near side for the Blues. They can't connect, but there's a chance off the boards here. Bolin trying to take that one away, and does. Bolin will bank it high up and over near side into the near side corner. Sublin giving chase there, trying to get it forward for Broadbeck. Oh, collision here, as now we're going to get a whistle behind this one. And now a little retaliation here, and pushing and shoving, as the Chicago fans are unhappy here with the pushing and shoving back and forth, and Piniak continuing to give it as well. So we'll see if they call it both ways here. As Sublin going to head to the box here, Piniak going as well. As the Chicago fans very unhappy with the call here, Piniak getting another call as the officials working this one out. As we're going to take a break here as they get this one underway. We've got a roughing call each way, it appears. 1 minute and 30 each roughing. And a point over here and a point over here. And we're going to see all what the penalties are. Another point over to the Chicago penalty box as Coach Brandon Gunn will come over here, call his team around, and the coaches unhappy at the Chicago bench. They'll get some discussion here first, as we'll see what we can get once they get these penalties up on the scoreboard here. Always hard to tell sometimes if there's an unsportsmanlike. We won't necessarily get that on a misconduct, I should say, up on the scoreboard, as a lot of conversation happening at the Chicago bench. And I think this is going to be one of those scenarios where the retaliation is going to get more penalty than the original crime. As the officials still getting this one worked out, I think there's going to be another player sent into the box here for Chicago, as they're still getting things worked out with the penalties here on the scoreboard, but the official calls it, and we're off and running here. The other official still talking at the scorer's table, but we're off and running. Caesars on a power play. Chicago will clear that one down the ice, and that should absolutely, without doubt, being an icing call. Now, puck comes over. Chicago intercepts it there, knocked back out to neutral ice. The officials were still trying to figure out penalties and clearly missed an icing call there. Gunn now taken down along the near side. Now there's going to be a whistle there as Garrett Gunn taken out. And that's going to be a penalty call on the Blues, taking Garrett Gunn down. 9:42 to go here, second period. Caesars leading this one 1-0. And this should result, I do believe, in a 5-on-3 power play for Caesars. We'll see. Now conversation over at the Caesars bench. Well, we're going to see what's happening here. Door has opened over on the Chicago side. I will say the officials not getting a lot of faith from either fan base at this point in time. And we'll take a break as they have this conversation. We'll be back in just a moment. Now, the officials still at the Caesars bench talking about the, I assume this is going to be some warnings back and forth about how this one's going to be treated. And now a 5-on-3 power play for Caesars. And this will be deep in the Chicago zone. Garrett Gunn to take the face-off. Wins it near side for Broadbeck. Broadbeck over to Dittner, but that knocked aside. And now Caesars back in their own zone to get it there. Caesars long pass here, near side for Broadbeck. It's off his stick, though. Blues will send it back off the near side boards, and it'll be Schreiner in for that one. Schreiner to Gunn. Gunn now forward for Broadbeck. Broadbeck into the offensive zone, knocked back the other way. Gunn going to have to dance down the blue line. That's brought back in by Chicago. That is, Chicago fans are right. That one definitely an offside call under the way the USA rules work, not called. And Schreiner comes over near side. Schreiner into the offensive zone, winds up for a shot into the body of the goaltender, loose and drops on it. 9 minutes to go here in the second period, even though it says third up on the scoreboard. Don't pay attention to that. We're in the second period here. 23 seconds of 5-on-3 play. And 9 minutes to go here in the second period. Line change coming here for the Blues, swapping out one player, as it's going to be Lucia to take this face-off for Caesars. Puck drop, Lucia gets it, sends it, tries to get Schreiner stuck in the feet, though, comes over near side for Del Monte. Del Monte at the circle, out to the point for Schreiner. Schreiner lets one go, that doesn't make its way through. Puck over to the near side boards, and Chicago going to bring it out. Now long pass, that one misses. It's going to be Dittner back to get it. 7 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Here's Kai Malik. Malik now looking forward. He's across the red line. Passes forward for Del Monte. Now back to a 5-on-4. Oh, Del Monte offside. 8:33 to go here. Second period. An offside call for Caesars. They'll still have a power play for another 31 seconds with 8:33 to go here in the second period. Got that scoreboard corrected up there as well. So anyway, back to the little story of Bites with Buds. That's not a podcast that exists yet, but if anybody other than ESPN Recruiter finds any merit in that, let me know. We're just going to give you the no dinner has occurred yet for Buds Broadcasting here. That'll follow the game here today. Dawson now forward into the offensive zone. Now gets it to the stick of Parker. Now back to Dawson. Now up to Dorchin. Dorchin with a shot. That deflected, and puck comes to the end boards. Battle for it there. Graham Johnson battling for it. Now Dorchin steps up, lets a shot go. Chance in front. Tipped. Oh, and knocked aside. Puck now over to the far side boards. 9 seconds remaining in the power play. Parker trying to dig it forward. He'll move it towards the end line. He'll send it over for Graham Johnson, but can't connect. And the Blues trying to clear it out. Dorchin trying to hold it near side, but Chicago gets it out to neutral ice. And now they are back at full strength. Now Calicut picks it up there. Calicut moving forward at the red line. Now flips it over far side for Parker. Parker into the offensive zone. He'll go backhand, now forehand, now backhand again. Flips one towards the net, and a glove save there for the Chicago goaltender. That leaves it a 1-0 lead for Caesars. 7:39 to go here in the second period. We see Kelly Dorchin joining us, as I think she's on her cross-state trek in pursuit of hockey wonderfulness, as she is, I believe, out in Port Huron for another hockey game. As now puck dropped, and it comes to Fortin. Fortin sends it towards the goal mouth, but knocked aside, and the puck comes over to the near side boards. Fortin pressuring there with Sublin. Gunn now into the play as well. They'll chip it forward, trying to get it to Broadbeck in the slot, but can't. Sublin now on the backhand. He's into the slot, lets a shot go. That one wide. And Gunn picks it over up off the far side boards. Gunn now around for Broadbeck. Broadbeck behind the net. He's on the backhand. He'll stop and turn forehand. Pressured there by the Chicago defenders, but it comes loose to Fortin along the far side boards. Fortin sends it around for Broadbeck. Broadbeck now tips it right in front, and the goaltender will fall on that one. 7:01 to go here in the second period, and Wells gets the stop there for Chicago. Another face-off here for Garrett Gunn. He'll try and get it over to Fortin, off Fortin's stick, and it comes near side. You might have seen Mr. Fortin's reaction in the foreground of that one. Not happy with Sam's inability to control that, and the puck comes over to the end boards. Sam had a lot of twine to look at on that one. Now puck into the circle. Fortin has it there. Now chance for Gunn. He's tied up, but puck comes loose over far side for Broadbeck. Broadbeck with a little bit of room to work there, but then tied up along the far side boards. Fortin in to help there as well. Puck now comes around behind the net. 6:32 to go on this one. Chance now for Broadbeck, looking for Gunn, but knocked aside, and the Blues come the other way. Blues send it down the ice. That should go for an icing call, and it will. No. Okay, I don't know what we're doing anymore on these icing calls. Gunn now with a pass forward for Fortin. As Gunn trying to get out of the zone there, gets it forward for Broadbeck. A Chicago player down behind the play there. Caesars into the offensive zone, and an offside call there. 6:06 to go here in the second period, and that should bring us a neutral zone face-off. We'll say both fan bases having their issue with the officiating thus far in this one. Tough job, but somebody in the stripes has to do it, so we'll try and keep that to a minimum. Lucia now to take the face-off here for Caesars. Puck dropped, and it comes over near side for Schreiner. Schreiner sends it over far side for Dittner. Dittner on his stick. He'll bank it forward and give chase. Puck now around the end boards. Del Monte going to try and hold it near side, and does. He's being worked over there. Tried to get it towards the goal. Wow, he is tripped up, as now Lucia comes away with it. Back to Del Monte. Puck comes out to the point for Schreiner. Schreiner over for Dittner. Dittner tries to wind up on a shot, but can't connect, and puck over into the far side corner. Kai Malik battling there. Lucia in as well. 5:30 to go here in the second period. Lucia trying to dig that out, but it'll come around out here near side, and the Blues will send it back out to neutral ice. That off the stick of Dittner. Now the Blues a chance to get in. They cannot center it, though, as Dittner back in on that play, and he'll bank it around near side. Lucia gives chase there. Now Schreiner has it. He'll use the area behind his own net, sends it around looking for Malik. Malik trying to get out of the zone. Now to come to Lucia, turnover there, and the Blues in. They'll move towards the circle now, send one out to the slot, but Del Monte able to poke it away, at least out to the point, but the Blues still in the zone. Del Monte banks it off the near side boards, looking for Lucia. Lucia on a stick lift. That comes in and offside, and they'll send that one down the length of the ice on that offside call. 4:53 to go here, second period. And we'll have a stoppage in play. So we got a number of viewers along. If anybody else has any shout-outs out there, feel free to put them in the chat, and we'll get you the word out on the broadcast. 4:53 to go here, second period. Dawson to take this face-off. Now sends it over far side. Calicut gives chase there. He'll bank it around the boards. Now it's behind the net. Dawson has it there. Dawson trying to get over to Johnson. Dawson wiped out of that play. Johnson now trying to dig it out as well. Blues trying to get it out of their zone. 4:38 to go here, second period. It comes to Parker. Parker turns forehand. Tough angle there. Now comes out to the point for Dorch and lets a shot go off the goaltender's chest and over to the far side. Wells with a nice save there for Chicago, and they're going to try and go the other way, 3-on-2. They try and bank it forward, but Dawson back to take that one away with the help of Calicut. And Dawson now stop, turn, go back far side, pass to Calicut. Calicut, long outlet pass here. Oh, just misses Graham Johnson. And the puck comes forward into the Chicago zone. Johnson, heavy forecheck here along with Dawson. Dawson now to Johnson. Puck in the feet there. Parker on the edge, in front, shot. Oh, and just misses puck now around to the near side corner. Dorchin trying to hold it there, but the Blues get it out of the zone. They're skating now through neutral ice. Parker getting back there along with Johnson. Now Johnson has it there. He'll go forehand pass near side for Dorchin. Dorchin poking it forward, trying to get it to Dawson. But it's taken away by Piniak for Chicago. 3:35 to go here in the second period. Puck on the stick of Johnson. Now he's along the end line. Tripped up a bit, sends it to the slot. Parker backhand rolling. Puck, another chance for Johnson. Shot in. Puck still loose, and it's along the end boards. Now Chicago trying to get it out, but Parker holds it in. Parker now looking for Johnson. Now, no, out to the point for Calicut. Walks in, shot, rolling puck, and it comes to the near side boards. Dorchin there, first one. Dorchin now working with Johnson along the near side boards. Dorchin trying to send it forward, but he can't. And now 3:04 to go here in the second period. Blues trying to get off the ice here. They can't. Johnson holds it in. Now here's Fortin. Fortin along the end boards. Collision there. Fortin working for it now with Gunn. Gunn sends it around far side. Caesars had made some line changes here. Broadbeck now has it along the far side boards. He's getting worked over. Now comes loose to Fortin. Fortin pushing it forward. Now to Calicut trying to chip it in. He is run into. And now Gunn trying to battle there as well, still with Broadbeck. Broadbeck now with a chance to make a move at the circle. Winds up, shot off the stick of the goaltender and over to the near side corner. Fortin now has it there. Fortin being pressured, now sends it towards the slot. That's knocked aside, and the Blues will bank it off the near side boards. They got a chance to go the other way. But Dorchin back stride for stride there. 2:14 to go here, second period. Puck now around far side. J.J. Dorchin carrying the freight there. Forward for Fortin. It's into neutral ice. That puck up and back into the Caesar zone. Back right out to Fortin. Fortin now for Calicut. Calicut into the offensive zone. Lets a shot go. Glove save by Wells. Puck still loose and puts a trapper down on it. 1:54 to go here, second period. And Caesars holding on a 1-0 lead. We'll catch our breath and take a quick break. And off the faceoff. Puck in towards the slot. That one goes wide of the net. Now off the end boards and comes around near side. Sublin holding it there. 1:40 to go here, second period. Comes for Del Monte. He'll send one towards the slot. Nobody home there for Caesars. And the Blues send it down the ice the other way. Bolin giving chase there. Bolin will pick it up. Circle behind his own net near side. Passes forward now off the Chicago forward stick, and Del Monte gets it out to neutral ice. Now pushing it forward for Lucia. Lucia giving chase there. He will get there with just enough pressure to keep that in the offensive zone. Now turnover here. Del Monte has it still in the zone for Caesars. Puck off the end boards, then off the back of the net. Kai Malik gives chase there. 1:05 to go in the period. It's up to Bolin at the point. Bolin back around for Malik. Malik to Lucia. Lucia through the slot. And puck comes over near side. 1 minute to go in the period. Chicago trying to move past Sublin. Sublin now with pressure there. The Chicago fans want another call. They do not get it. And now the puck comes loose and in on an offside call. 47.9 seconds to go here in the second period. Faceoff should be in neutral ice if that was an offside call. As it was, and this faceoff will come just outside the Caesars blue line. 47.9 seconds to go here in this second period. Everett Dawson to take this faceoff. He'll push it forward. Puck now along the near side boards, but Maurice picks it up there for Chicago. Trying to make a move, but Schreiner, heavy pressure there. Chicago fans want to call again. Schreiner, though, banks it around near side. Schreiner run into there. As now puck in the near side corner. As looking for a trip call, the Chicago fans were there. They don't get it. Dawson, ooh, dangerous pass, but finds Johnson. 20 seconds to go now in the period. Looking for Parker. Parker for Dawson. Dawson trying to get it in the offensive zone. Can't. Puck up in the boards in front of the Caesar bench. Now pressure here as we're going to get a whistle coming here. A penalty coming on Caesars as Schreiner touches that one with 8.2 seconds to go in the period. It's going to be Schreiner headed to the box, I do believe, on this one with 8.2 seconds to go here in the second period. As it's going to be Dawson, the one that heads to the box here. There's a clap from one of the Chicago players on the bench. 1 minute and 30 seconds going to go up on the clock on the penalty to Dawson. 8.26 seconds to go here in the period. All right, the Chicago fans want to go for a delay of game penalty. We'll direct them to the rule book later in this one as the officials running this one here. Gunn wins the faceoff over near side. Puck will come up against the boards, near side corner. Gunn battling for it there, and time going to expire on this period. Caesars will take a 1-0 lead to the third period, and the Chicago fans will have more to say as this one goes on without doubt. So we'll take a break here, get ready for the start of the third. Caesars leading this one 1-0. All set now for the start of the third period. 13 minutes up on the clock here, as it's going to be Gunn, Broadbeck, Sublin, and Boland to start this one out on the penalty kill. Blues get their 5 ready to go here, as the only thing we're waiting for are the officials that are getting worked over by the Chicago coaching staff. The always popular hand waving and explanation from the coaching staff to the officials. As the always popular chirping back and forth between the fans here. Ready now for this face-off. Puck going to come dropped here at center ice. Gonna win that face-off, but the Blues will move it forward across the blue line. They're moving forward in. Chance to get a shot off here, but pushed towards the edge. Now chance in front. Sublin clears away from danger there. Puck comes to the near side boards and Broadbeck out to the point. Can't get it loose, though. Here's a chance in the slot. Up and deflected over. Boland picks it up there and sends it around far side. Here it comes for Gunn. Gunn chipping it forward. He'll move forward. He's got a chance to get off to the races here. Gunn down the far side boards. He's in. Shot off the crossbar, and the puck comes over near side. Now the Blues coming the other way, trying to get past Boland, but a pass intercepted there. Sublin with a nice move there. He'll send it forward. Here comes Gunn again. Gunn with even more room this time, I think. He'll wind up, shot that one high of the net, and the puck comes over near side. Now puck comes out for Chicago again. They'll move into the offensive zone. That looks like offside and is. 12:07 to go here in the third period. 31 seconds remaining in the power play time for the Chicago Blues. Faceoff's going to come in neutral ice. Ooh, an intermission opportunity. Rules with the radio man. I do like that one. Too much commentary on how USA calls the rules now, but that's a different subject for a different day. Maybe we'll podcast that one. As puck now over to the far side board. Chicago into the offensive zone there. Send it towards the goal mouth. Dorchin will turn far side, bank it off the far side boards, and out to neutral ice. Here comes Lucia. Lucia tied up there. Nice play by the Chicago player. And they'll move it forward into the offensive zone now. Top of the slot, lets one go. That deflected high up and over the net. Puck now over to the stick of Dorchin. He is just taken down there. Now chance in front. They send it through the goal mouth, and puck comes over near side. Lucia sends the puck around far side. Now Del Monte run into there. He'll clear it out, and that'll go down the ice. No icing. Fortin giving chase. 11:20 to go in this one. Puck now over to the far side. Comes now to Dittner. Caesars back at full strength. Dittner now has it. Heavy pressure here. He can't get it out of the zone. Now second effort does. Schreiner back in to help out as well, but Chicago holds it in the zone. Puck comes loose. Now here's Schreiner. Schreiner moving with speed, but off his stick. And Chicago sends that back in. That is offside by a country mile. And the call comes. 11 minutes even remaining in this one. And we'll have a face-off in front of the Caesars bench. Well, some palpable anger here in the stands between these two fan bases, as it's going to be Lucia to take this face-off in front of his own bench. Puck comes over to the far side. Whoa, chipped up, and Coach Brandon Gunn, oh no, takes that one off of the chin, it does appear. He'll get down, get that puck, send it up on to the boards. They're looking around on the floor for something. I think it's the puck. Nobody seems to know where that one flipped to. And Coach Brandon is going to walk over to the locker room. They're still looking for the puck here. Gosh, hope we're not looking for anything too troubling there for Coach Brandon, as he immediately left the bench along with Mr. Dittner, as a nice pack there right away for Brandon Gunn as he took that one off the face. Kathy over to assist him, as well, that's a concerning sight. Never want to see that. Coach Andrea Dawson now taking the reins and shouting out the messages to the team here, as we'll try and get you some word on Coach Gunn on that one. You can see the team concerned here, as 10:55 to go here, third period. While trying to recover from that one, as it's Del Monte with the puck, sends it back for Schreiner. Schreiner in his own zone, long pass forward, that tipped forward, but the Blues now try and go the other way. They'll move it into the offensive zone. They've got room to work here. Far side circle. Schreiner trying to close the door. Puck in towards the slot and comes over to the near side boards. Malik pressuring there. Now working with Lucia. Now here's Dittner. Dittner trying to clear his own turnover. Now a chance here for Chicago into the slot. Shot. Oh, off the post and in. As Chicago ties this one up at 1. 10:26 to go here in the third period. Face off now at the center ice dot. That one banked off the near side post and then in. 10:26 to go here, third period, knotted at 1 goal apiece. And we'll see if Caesars can bounce back with some energy here. Now Dawson over for Johnson. Johnson skating forward, tries to get in the offensive zone and does, but knocked right back the other way. Sublin getting it there. Coach Brandon Gunn with the ice pack back on the ice, as he just given his own good big effort here for the team. As Parker now gets it into the offensive zone, ships it forward, goes to the slot, but no one there for Caesars. Now puck held in at the point by Sublin. Chicago sends it back out. Here comes Giannetti. Giannetti trying to work past Bolin. Bolin gets just enough of a piece. They'll pass it off and out to the top of the slot. Here's a chance. Moving in. No. Caesar's kind of standing here. Dawson now poking it forward. Oh, as he is wiped out with a high stick there. No call there. Piniak now in. He'll try and move past, but Sublin takes it away on the backhand, now forehand. Sublin through neutral ice. Now he's run into, but gets it forward for Parker. Parker into the offensive zone, and they'll call that offside. Sublin's stick had been knocked out of his hands there. 9:29 to go here in the third period. Coach Brandon Gunn over, and he has the ice pack here, trying to get word to his team, as wife and manager Kathy giving him some attention there. 9:29 to go here, third period. Puck comes over to Dorchin. Dorchin sending it forward for Broadbeck. Broadbeck sends it deeper. Puck now along the end boards. Broadbeck and Gunn now working there. Gunn has it. Sends it to the slot. Fortin tips one up in the air. Puck bouncing, and it'll come over to the near side boards. Now the Blues send it around the boards, far side. Dorchin defending there, as is Calicut. Calicut takes a step forward, and he'll get into the offensive zone. Now leaves for Broadbeck. Broadbeck with some room to work here. Into the slot. Winds up. Shot. Score! Broadbeck gives Caesars the lead 2-1 on a great play by Broadbeck. 8:53 to go here. Third period. Now set for the faceoff. Garrett Gunn gonna take this one. Puck dropped, and it'll come loose. Here's for Gunn. Gunn working down the far side boards. He's at the circle, trying to center it. Gets in the slot for Broadbeck. Can't get it there. 8:42 to go here, third period. Puck now over to the far side boards. Gunn holding it in there. Knocked off his stick, and Dorchin pokes it forward. Now Broadbeck into the play as well. Dorchin comes away with it. Dorchin into the slot. He'll wind up, shot. Oh, and that off the crossbar comes over to the near side. Gunn now with speed into the corner. He's trying to dig it out, working with Fortin. Fortin sends it around the boards. Broadbeck now going to chase it down into the corner. Dorchin now trying to hold it there at the point. Puck comes loose, but Calicut has it there. He'll skate forward, and that'll be offside. 8:10 to go here in the third period. And that'll bring us a neutral zone faceoff just outside the Chicago blue line. Lucia now to take this faceoff for Caesars. Coach Gunn still got the towel and the ice pack there. We're going to keep an eye on him over there. But no, you want to know about the action on the ice. Dittner sends one into the offensive zone. Caesars gives chase. Now around far side for Del Monte. Del Monte looking for a centering chance. He's behind the net. Banks it over off the boards to Dittner. Dittner with room. Now over to Schreiner. Schreiner, has it taken off his stick, though, and the Blues trying to go the other way. And hurrying back is Del Monte, stick lift. Oh, and a tripping call coming here. Puck loose into the slot. Chance that knocked away by Caesars, but no whistle. Now still a chance here, and Schreiner picks it up there. He's taken down. He'll send it down the ice. 7:34 to go here, third period, and that'll send Chicago to a power play with 7:34 to go in this third period. We'll take a quick break. We all know all the Chicago pressure going to come here now. Lucia to take this defensive zone face-off. It's one back by the Blues, though. They'll have it out to the point. Malik trying to knock it away there. Shot from the point. Rebound Chance in front. And make that a tip Chance. And Bolin sends it around the board's far side. Now into the slot. Lucia trying to dig it out there. Can't. The Blues still holding it. Sublin trying to get back there. And he'll force a pass. Malik trying to dig it out near side. Nice job by Malik. Malik forward for Lucia. Lucia, a shorthanded chance. He's into the offensive zone. He'll stop at the circle. He's run into. Now sends it towards the goal mouth, and that knocked aside. Puck now over far side boards. Now Chicago breaks towards the middle of the ice. Sublin getting back. Bolin as well, as is Malik. That one's stuck in the feet as they'll send it forward here to Giannetti near side. Malik knocks that one away. Oh, turnover here, though. Now Giannetti in. Chance to the slot. What a nice job by Sublin to knock that one away with a diving stop. Now puck out to the point. Here comes Lucia. Lucia with a shorthanded breakaway across the blue line. Between the circles. He'll come in. Wind up shot. Saved by Wells. And the puck over to the far side boards. The Blues will send that down the ice. That'll go for an icing call if it gets there. But Bolin going to have to hurry. It won't get there. Puck slows up along the end boards now. Bolin battling there, 18 seconds to go in the power play for Chicago. They try and wrap it around, but Sublin knocks it away, and puck over to the near side boards. Here comes Malik. Malik and Dawson with a chance to break free, but they can't. Chicago back the other way into the offensive zone. Sublin with a push there. Malik comes away with it, and Caesars will go back to full strength. Malik down the near side boards. Puck comes loose. Chicago now over here as Dawson now takes it away. Dawson will skate over towards his own bench. Stop. Turn. Leaves for Dorchin. Dorchin over for Sublin. Sublin now circling back into his own zone. He's run into. Passes over for Dorchin. Now penalty call coming here behind the play as it's going to be a call coming here on Sublin, I do believe. As that one going to be a slashing call here, and that will be a power play chance for the Blues with 5:41 to go here in the third period. Pressure mounting here for Chicago. Caesar's going to try to stay up to the task here defensively. 1 minute and 30 seconds of power play time up on the clock. As puck comes loose, Dawson now trying to chip it out towards the blue line and does. Now they send it right back in. That's an offside call. 5:35 to go here in the third period. Caesar's leading this one 2-1. ESPN Recruiter is correct on that one. Blood pressure medication here. To the press box, please. And by the press box, we mean this top row of the stands here where we make all this magic happen for everybody. As puck now in neutral ice. Chicago will send it deep. 5:20 to go here in the period. Calicut sends it around far side. Looking for Dorchin. Dorchin trying to clear the zone but can't. Comes over near side for Calicut. He's run into there along the end boards. Now Chicago trying to force it to the goal mouth. They can't, but they'll go over far side. Backhand one towards the net. Calicut up to the task there. He'll bank it off the boards. Now gets it to Dawson. Dawson moving here down the far side boards. He'll try and chip it. It's right along the blue line. They'll stay in the offensive zone. Dawson to Graham Johnson. Johnson makes a move. It'll hop his stick, come loose, and the Blues will send that down the ice. That should be an icing call if it gets down there, but it won't. As Bud's out to play it, gets it over for Dittner. Dittner now on the far side corner. Caesar sends it back out to neutral ice. That one looks like it's offside to me, but close. Now puck comes loose, and it's Schreiner picking it up. Schreiner trying to clear the zone, and does. Here's Parker. Parker with one man to beat. Parker across the blue line. He's in. The clear. Backhand. Shot score! Josh Parker with the goal. Short-handed. And that gives Caesars a 3-1 lead. 4:19 to go here, third period. Caesars with a 3-1 lead. 10 seconds of power play time remaining for the Blues. They'll bring it in, send one towards the net. Buds will stick that one over into the near side corner. Blues to the point. Turnover here, though. Parker tries to pick it up, banks it off the near side boards. And puck in, neutralized. That is offsides all day. 4:05 to go here, third period. Let's go chant here from one of Parker's friends or relatives, I do believe, giving him a standing ovation as he slammed that one home to give Caesars the 3-1 lead. 4:05 to go here in the third period. I'll give all the side. I'll take all the side I want on that one from ESPN Recruiter as the Chicago fans can stuff it. Broadbeck now. Here's a chance. 2-on-1 developing for Caesars. Broadbeck moves it forward. He's taken down, and puck comes loose, but Gunn trying to hold it. He can't. And Chicago heads the other way. 3-on-2 of their own coming in. They'll get to the top of the slot. Go far side. Lets a shot go. That one misses. Comes near side. 3:37 to go in this one. Puck to Fortin. Fortin trying to stick lift there. Puck comes loose, and now here's a chance for Broadbeck. He can't get a good clean stick on that one. And the Blues back the other way. Blues over near side. Here's Giannetti. Giannetti tries to make a move, but Bolin able to tie him up there, get it over for Fortin. Fortin banks it down the boards and gives chase. 3:15 to go in this one. Puck over far side for Dorchin. Dorchin with speed into the offensive zone. He is wiped out on that play. Fortin now, though, has it on his stick, trying to drive the net. Fortin now into the near side corner. Sends it towards the goal mouth. Bouncing puck still loose. Gunn trying to fight for it. And it comes over to Dorchin. Dorchin sends it forward. Look out behind as the Blues try and bank that one up. And Gunn will tie it up there. Now in front of the Caesars bench. Gunn has it. Banks off the far side. Boards off the official's leg. Now Broadbeck has it there. Broadbeck run into, and it comes over to Giannetti for Chicago. That is offside. 2:36 to go, third period. And that'll bring us a whistle. Late stages here of the third period. Caesars leading this one 3-1. ESPN Recruiter will have to give me the breakdown on the side eye later. We'll check the tapes as well. 2:36 to go in this one. Lucia wins that faceoff back for Dittner. Dittner banks it off the near side boards. Malik fighting for it there. Chicago sends it deep, and Dittner picks it up there. Dittner through his own slot now over far side looking for Lucia. Lucia ties it up there. Now here comes Del Monte. Del Monte with some effort to get down the far side boards. 2:15 to go in this one. Chicago tries to clear the zone. They can't. Lucia has it there working with Del Monte. Lucia now tied up along the end boards, far side corner, as is Del Monte. Malik getting in there as well. 2 minutes to go now in the third period. Puck comes loose, but then gets tied right back up there. Here's Malik. Malik backhands toward the slot. Oh, and Lucia had a chance to pull the trigger. Puck comes over near side corner. Now Dittner holding it in. Banks it off the near side boards. Sends it deep, and Lucia giving chase. Now Del Monte there as well along the end boards. 1:40 to go here in this third period. Puck now over far side. Chicago moving it forward. They'll get to the red line and dump it in. That one sneaks over and around off the end boards. Bud tries to get the trap around it, but couldn't. Now puck over near side. Del Monte fighting for it there. Puck in and offside. 1:28 to go here in the third period. That'll be an offside call on Chicago. Caesars leading this one 3-1. I'm always glad for everybody putting their comments in the chat here, letting me know you're watching. It's been a fun one here from Westland. Close out this final 1:28 here for Caesars, hopefully holding on this 3-1 lead. Now, Graham Johnson trying to move it forward. Chicago pressing. Bolin up high off the glass and into the offensive zone. Chicago sends it back down. Calicut going to pick it up there. He'll come near side. Oh, no, turnover there off a stick. Now they have it at the point. Chicago does. Parker back there. Now Calicut as well. Calicut trying to get it over to Graham Johnson. Can't clear the zone, and now they do. Puck across the blue line and in front of the Caesars bench. Now a chance here for Chicago. 1-on-2. Calicut pushing him over near side. Chance in front. Calicut ties up. Shot off. And Chicago player down. No, it's in front. Buds gets a save on it. Another save. And puck comes over to the near side circle. 48 seconds to go in this one. Chicago putting some pressure on here. Graham Johnson now around the boards far side. But it comes to the point for Chicago. They try and get a shot off. They can't. Puck sent down the far side, boards for Johnson. Now that one in off the end boards, 30 seconds to go in this one. Caesars trying to clear the zone. That's outside and back in, offside, and that should go all the way down as that clearly was an intentional offside. 27 seconds to go in this one. The official's not going to do that, even though it was clear the Chicago player should have known it was offside. 27.32 seconds to go in this one, as it's Garrett Gunn out to take this face-off for Caesars. Puck dropped, and Schreiner will send it down the ice towards the empty net. Does not. That'll go for an icing call. 21.86 seconds to go here, as Caesars leading this one 3-1, and Chicago having pulled their goaltender. Now a chance for them to get the pressure on here. 21.86 seconds to go in this one. It's Garrett Gunn to take the face-off for Caesars. Puck dropped. Gunn able to win it back. Comes to Schreiner. Schreiner trying to control it there. Sends it around the boards looking for Broadbeck. Broadbeck on the backhand. Carries it out to neutral ice. Now puck settles in neutral ice, and it'll be sent forward by Chicago. 8 seconds to go in this one. Schreiner has it. Puck now banked off the end boards and around far side. 2-1, and this one ends. Caesars gets the win, 3-1, as they'll move in around to celebrate back in their own zone. Caesars gets the win on this one, 3-1. And a nice little tap there by the Chicago player, as hopefully the officials saw that, as he couldn't help himself, but getting a little tap after the play, as that will bring us to the end of this one. 3-1, the win for Caesars. We'll be back for a game tomorrow. That one going to take place in Chelsea. We'll get you the details here, as unfortunately a Chicago player down as they went towards the handshake line. That player will get some attention here, as the championship game will take place tomorrow, 11:05 a.m., as it will be Caesars in the championship game. We'll get you information on the opponent at a future time here, as right now it is Caesars going to celebrate this 3-1 win, and they will take on the championship game tomorrow, 11:05 from the Arctic Coliseum South. We'll bring you that one here on Buds Broadcasting. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you for a future Buds Broadcasting.